In this video, I'm going to show you how to get into the Luminescent Cavern, which is the new area as part of the Fisch update. Now, to enter this area, you're going to want to start at the Desolate Deep. And if you head over across the water to this red container and then dive down, you will find where the entrance is. So if you dive down here, you'll see there's some sea mines and there's one of Glimmerfin's submarines. And what you want to do is turn left here and you will find a crack on the wall. So this was here before the update, but what we've got now are 3 podiums where we have to place down keystones. So right next to the crack here on the left is the first podium. Directly opposite that, on the opposite wall, is the second podium. And then just behind these two, just past this like skeleton on the ladder, you will find the third one. So we've got 3 podiums, one next to the crack, one on the opposite side, and one slightly behind. And what we have to do here is place keystones. Now these will be different for everyone, so you have to interact with them to find out what yours are. Mine are Mushroom Keystone, Turtle Keystone, and the Skull Keystone. But yours might be different. So what I'm going to do is show you how to find all 9. So the first keystone I'm going to show you is at Terrapin Island, and this is the Turtle Keystone. So you go back behind the shipwright, jump onto this rock, jump onto the ledge to the right, and then go directly forward. Then you will see 2 pine trees. You want to head directly in the middle of those. And right behind here is an entrance to a small cave, and this is called the Terrapin Hideaway. If you go in here and turn right, there's a small room with a barrel, and in here you will find the first keystone. This is the Turtle Keystone, and it looks like a 4-pointed star. The next keystone is at the Grand Reef. So there's 3 islands here. What you want to do is go to the island on the left, the smallest one, that usually has some kind of Robux board outside of there that you need to buy. And it's easy to find, it's just right there on the beach. And this is the Lightning Keystone. And as you can see, this looks like the other one, but it's yellow color, 4-pointed star. The next keystone is at Sunstone Island. And what you want to do is go behind the shipwright, jump over the water here, and you will find a long ladder that you need to climb up. So if you want to go ahead and climb up there, you will be at the top, and we're looking for Merlin's hut. So you go to the top of the ladder, turn left, just walk across this platform here. If you've got the glider, that's even better, that'll speed things up, and then you will clearly see the hut. And the keystone is going to be directly on your right inside the hut on top of a barrel. So as you can see here, we can easily collect that, and then we will have the Sun Keystone. And again, it just looks like the same as the other ones. As I said, you only need 3, but I don't know which ones. The next keystone is at Rosslet Bay. And again, I'm going to direct you from where the shipwright is. So first of all, you basically go directly straight back, and you want to be going past Rosslet Pond. So if you just pass this guy, you'll see a wooden platform on the right. That's where the pond is. Continue going back. There's a tree. We just go around slightly to the right and continue on this path. It's really hard to get lost here because it's quite a small island. I'm pretty sure you'll know the way if you follow this video. So you can see here we've got a tent. Just continue again along the path until you see this cave entrance with some like wooden planks blocking the way. So this is the way to get in the volcano. Once you get inside here, you will see a lava lake. And what you want to do is jump onto the middle small island in the lava lake. So just jump up onto the ledge here on the right and then use your glider to sail across, and you will be able to find the keystone. It's just around the back side there. You can see it slightly down. It's like red glowing thing. We interact with that, and then we will get the next keystone, which is the Volcano Keystone. So there we go. If we take ourselves over to Forsaken Shores, we will find the next keystone. So going from the shipwright, you want to head backwards and just go straight up until you see these sort of ramps, and then you want to jump up here. We're again looking for a ladder, so just turn left up this ramp, then you want to make a U-turn and go towards the ladders. So there should be, I think, 3 ladders to climb up. So we've got 1, then another 1, and then 1 small one, and then we're going to get to the entrance where the cave is like shaped like a skull. And what we're going to do is jump into where the eye hole is of this skull. So you can use the glider, or there's this ledge you can climb on and then just drop down. So this was something we needed to get into Atlantis a long time ago in the update, but this is where you will find the next keystone. That's the Skull Keystone, and this was one of the ones that I needed, so I was pretty pleased to get it. Next up, we're at the Ancient Isles. So head to the main area in the center of the island, and we want to be getting on this wooden platform that's suspended above us. You want to jump up here, turn right, and go on this first sort of bone, kind of rib bone that's sticking out, and just glide from there onto this platform. And then you will find the keystone. This one was pretty easy. That's the Fossil Keystone. Now this is another one that I needed, the Mushroom or Mushgrove Keystone. So from the shipwright, you just basically sail with your glider straight back into the boat in the middle of the pond. This was honestly one of the easiest ones to find, so I was pretty pleased about that. The Mushroom Keystone. The next one is at Castaway Cliffs. So from the shipwright, we go up this ramp, and then we are going to take a left. And then we continue along the path here, past some of the trees, and you'll see the pond on the right. So you continue straight up, then sort of bear to the left, and then we'll see a small ladder on the left hand side. You want to climb up there, then we've got another ladder and a third ladder. Then you'll see a hut to your right, and what we want to do here is take a left. When you head to the left, you will see some tents. You want to go past there, turn right again, and there's a house with a man standing outside. So we continue past here until we get to another house. This one's kind of abandoned, no lights on, nobody there, and you turn right here. Continue straight down the path until you see another group of tents with a man outside. Stop there and then turn directly right. Continue through this alleyway until you get to the end. Then you'll see a tree that's kind of shaking. What you want to do is kind of go behind this tree and jump up to the left. Now from here you continue along the path, and when you continue this way you will see a ramp eventually on the right hand side, and to the left of this ramp is the keystone, hidden just behind it, sort of in a kind of alcove here. So if you interact with it, you will get the next keystone. That is the Cliff Keystone. Now this last keystone is actually the hardest to find. So you want to go to Snowcap Island to get this. You go behind the shipwright and turn left here. You'll see some huts. What you want to do is go to the left of the huts, through these trees, and then we'll just glide behind them to the next platform. Here you'll see a sort of wonky street lamp. You want to go past there. There's like a blue spike on the left, go past there, and then you will glide again until you get to this opening here. And inside here we have the Snowcap Cave. Now what you've got to do in here can be tricky. So you go to the top of these ladders, you have to be careful when you go through this ledge here, and then there'll be like a kind of spike that you have to jump on and go up to. And then at the roof here you'll see there's a crack on the wall. There's actually 3 cracks that you need to click on. So if you jump down here to the middle crack, you want to hit this one first. This is the best order. I tried this a lot of times and this is the only way I got it to work. So first of all, click this crack here on the middle, then jump back up to the top on the roof and click that one, and then you want to jump down to the left to click the final one, and then there'll be a secret door that opens. If you don't do it quickly enough, this door will not open, so this was actually pretty tricky. So once you're inside this room, you go past the fire, jump up onto the ledge here, past a tree, and you will see the Snowflake Keystone just on the ledge. So as I said, this is pretty much the hardest one, but that's the final one. So now we've got all the keystones, it's time to go back to the Desolate Deep and dive down next to the red container. You want to dive straight down, and then when you come to the nearest forkway here, you want to take the left back to where that crack in the wall was. So now we've got the 3 podiums and we're ready to place our keystones. So if you go up to it and then interact with it just to check which one they want, this is the Mushroom Keystone, so I will just interact with it and place it down. Now on the opposite side, I've got to place the next one. I'd forgotten what it was, but it was actually the Turtle Keystone, so I then placed this one. Now there's one final one to place just behind, and this must be the Skull Keystone, so I placed that down. Remember that this is different for everyone, so it won't be the same as mine. Now swim back over to where that crack is and it'll actually disappear, and just next to the first podium to the right there will be an opening that appears. And what you want to do is swim into there. It will kind of be hard to see what's going on because it's so dark, but basically there's only one way to go and you just follow it until you get to this mysterious river. Again, this was very dark so I couldn't really see what was going on without brightening the video later, but you just swim straight forward down this mysterious river. There's really no way to get lost, you've just got to keep swimming. And then once you get through this tunnel, you will find yourself in the Luminescent Cavern, and you will finally be where you have been trying to get to for probably at least half an hour, finding all these places. So that's it. That's how you get to the Luminescent Cavern. This is one of the coolest new updates in Fisch. If you like this video, please hit the like button and consider subscribing to the channel for more tutorials.